Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you can change everything you thought you knew about success. Every morning you wake up believing the world values your effort, your honesty, your sacrifice. They sold you the lie that being authentic is enough, that showing your wounds makes you human. But here is the truth no one dares whisper to you. The world doesn't reward authenticity, it rewards appearance. And if this offends you, it's because you still live in the fairy tale they fed you as a child. Reality is brutal, ruthless, relentless. People don't judge you for who you are. They judge you for who you appear to be. And while you keep showing your cracks, hoping for compassion, others put on masks of success and reap opportunities that will never come to you. Does it hurt? Good, because pain is the first step toward waking up. Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago, when the rest of the world was still wrapped in moral illusions. He saw what you refused to see. That perception is the only currency that truly matters. Not your intentions, not your heart, not your silent effort. What the world sees is what the world buys. And if they see you weak, if they see you broken, if they see you poor, it doesn't matter how hard you fight in the shadows. You will be treated as what you appear to be. It's cruel, it's unfair, it's the truth. The human being is a visual animal, primitive in essence. It sees one crack and assumes the whole structure is rotten. It sees wealth and assumes competence, even when that wealth is an empty facade. The trap is believing you can play this game with radical honesty. You cannot. The world is a theater, and the ones who win are those who understand that we are all acting. Now then, here comes the part that will make you uncomfortable. You, with your visible poverty, are not being authentic. You're being naive. You think that showing your limitations makes you genuine, but all you're doing is closing doors before they even have a chance to open. Every time you mention you have no money, every time you dress carelessly, every time you speak from scarcity, you're sending a clear message. I am not relevant. I have no power. I don't deserve your attention. And the world, that relentless judge, takes you at your word. It relegates you, forgets you, discards you. Not because you're less capable, but because you don't know how to sell yourself. Competition is not about who is better. It's about who looks better. And while you cling to the romantic idea that talent speaks for itself, someone less talented but better dressed, better spoken, better positioned is stealing the opportunities you thought you deserved. Think about this coldly. How many times have you been ignored in a meeting because your appearance didn't convey authority? How many times were you not taken seriously because your presentation screamed insecurity? It's not fair, I know. But fairness does not govern the world. Perception does. Machiavelli didn't write for idealists. He wrote for those who want to survive in a world where the rules aren't the ones we were taught. He knew that power isn't inherited through merit alone. It is conquered through strategy. And the first strategy is controlling the narrative of who you are in the eyes of others. If they see you as poor, you will be poor, even if you have the potential of a titan. Because visible poverty is not just an economic condition, it is a social sentence. It marks you, limits you, locks you inside a box from which it's almost impossible to escape. Now let me take you deeper. The appearance of wealth is not vanity. It is survival. In a world where first impressions determine your value, you cannot afford to look insignificant. Humans are creatures of hierarchy, animals who look for signals of status to decide whom to align with. It's not conscious, it's instinctive. When someone sees you and perceives success, their brain automatically assigns you value. They respect you before they know you. They listen before you speak. doors open before you even touch them. Conversely, if they perceive poverty, they discard you. It's not even malice, it's biology. The human brain is programmed to associate resources with capability, and capability with opportunity. If you don't have visible resources, they assume you don't have capability. It's primitive, it's reductionist, it's real. Here is the most twisted irony of all. Poor people believe that showing their poverty will earn them sympathy, that others will see their struggle and support them. Lie. Compassion is a scarce resource, and most people are too busy with their own battles to carry yours. What really happens when you show weakness is that you become invisible. You're not inspiring. You're uncomfortable. No one wants to associate with visible scarcity because they fear it's contagious. It's brutal. But that's how mass psychology works. People gravitate toward success, toward light, toward what appears elevated. They flee from visible struggle because it reminds them of their own fragility. So what do? You dress like success even when your bank account says otherwise. It's not lying, it's strategy. It's understanding that the game is not played with the cards you have, but with the cards you show. Machiavelli made it clear that the prince must appear virtuous even if he isn't. He must appear strong even when he is afraid. He must appear prosperous even when he is on the verge of collapse. Because what matters is not the internal reality, but the external perception. And this isn't cynicism, it's pragmatism. The world does not ask how you feel, it judges how you look. If they see you falling apart, they abandon you. If they see you standing tall, they follow you. The difference between the leader and the forgotten one is not in their real abilities. It is in their ability to project invincibility. Whoever controls perception controls the outcome. It has always been this way. It will always be this way. Now understand something crucial. I'm not talking about pretending to be rich to impress strangers on social media. That's cheap vanity. I'm talking about something much deeper. Building an image that opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. I'm talking about understanding that every interaction is a silent negotiation of power, and whoever enters that negotiation looking weak has already lost. Think of a potential investor, an employer, a business partner. Do you think they will bet on someone who appears desperate? Someone whose clothing, posture, and energy scream neediness? Never. They will bet on the one who seems like they don't need their help, on the one who radiates confidence, on the one who moves as if they already won. This is the paradox of success. You attract it when you stop chasing it desperately, and you stop chasing it desperately when you learn to look like you already have it. But here is the trick no one explains. Looking rich doesn't mean going into debt buying luxuries you can't afford. That is financial stupidity disguised as strategy. Looking prosperous means controlling the details that truly matter. Your way of speaking, your posture, your hygiene, your way of dressing within your means. A well-ironed suit bought in a modest store is worth more than expensive clothes worn carelessly. The confidence in your voice, the clarity in your words, the firmness of your handshake. All of that costs zero money and is worth more than any luxury watch. Visible wealth is not in the price of what you wear, it is in the attention you put into every detail. Rich people understand that the devil is in the details. Poor people focus on the obvious and neglect the subtle. That's why they lose. Let me reveal something psychology has confirmed again and again. Humans make decisions within the first 7 seconds of meeting someone. 7 seconds. In that time, your brain processes thousands of signals. Your walk, your facial expression, your clothing, your energy. And in those 7 seconds, they've already decided whether you're worth it or not. It's not rational, it's automatic. It's the limbic system making quick judgments based on evolutionary patterns. And one of those patterns is clear. The one who appears prosperous is trustworthy. The one who appears poor is a risk. It's not fair, but no one asked you if you wanted to play by these rules. The rules were written before you were born, and your only option is to learn them or be crushed by them. Here comes the part that truly separates those who understand the game from those who remain lamenting in the stands. The power of appearance doesn't lie only in how others treat you. It lies in how you treat yourself. When you dress well, when you take care of your presentation, when you act as if you have already arrived, something changes inside you. Your brain doesn't distinguish between simulation and reality. If you act with confidence, your brain generates confidence. If you move like a winner, your internal chemistry adjusts to support that narrative. It's the Pygmalion effect taken to the extreme. You become what you pretend to be. Machiavelli knew it, actors know it, great leaders know it. The mind follows the body. If you want to feel powerful, you must first move like someone powerful. Don't wait to have money to act with dignity. Act with dignity, and money will find its way to you. But be careful. Here is the trap the naive fall into. It's not about lying about your achievements or inventing a life you don't have. It's about projecting the version of yourself you are building, not the version you left behind. Stop presenting yourself through your limitations. Stop starting conversations with apologies for what you lack. When someone asks what you do, don't answer from scarcity. Answer from vision. Don't say you are struggling. Say you are building. Don't say you lack resources. Say you are optimizing what you have. Words matter. Narratives matter. Because people don't buy your current reality. They buy your trajectory. If your trajectory points upward, they will follow you. If it points downward, they will run. Now let me take you to the psychological core of all this. Visible poverty doesn't only affect you externally, it destroys you internally. Every time you go out into the world showing your shortcomings, you reinforce in your own mind the identity of someone who doesn't have enough. And the mind is a belief confirmation machine. If you believe you're poor, you will look for evidence of your poverty. If you act like someone poor, you will attract situations that confirm that poverty. It's a vicious cycle that feeds on itself until it becomes your permanent reality. The only way to break it is to act against what you feel. Feel poor, but move like someone rich. Feel insecure, but speak with authority. Feel lost, but walk with purpose. That cognitive dissonance is uncomfortable, I know, but it is the price of transformation. No one changes from comfort. Machiavelli understood that the prince must be half lion, half fox. The lion to show strength, the fox to navigate traps. And the greatest trap in the modern world is believing that brutal honesty about your situation will benefit you. It won't. It will sink you. Because people aren't looking for charity projects. They're looking for powerful allies. They want to associate with winners, not with hopeful losers. And if you present yourself as someone who is losing, they will assume you will continue losing, and they will avoid you. It's ruthless, but it's real. That's why you must learn to walk the line between authenticity and strategy. Be authentic in your values. Be strategic in your presentation. Here is the secret that changes everything. Wealth is not just money. It's energy. It's the way you occupy space, the way you speak, the way you look someone in the eyes without blinking. Rich people have something poor people don't have, and it's not money. It's the certainty that they deserve to be where they are. that certainty can be learned, trained, faked until it becomes real. And when you fake it long enough, your brain starts believing it. Then you stop pretending and start being. That is alchemy. Don't wait to feel deserving to act like it. Act like it until the feeling catches up. Confidence doesn't precede action. Confidence is the result of repeated action. Think of all the great names in history. Do you think they all started from abundance? No. Many started with nothing, but they never showed it. They moved as if they had already won. They spoke as if they already had authority. They negotiated as if they had unlimited options. And the world, that superficial judge, believed them. It opened doors, gave them opportunities, granted them power, not because they objectively deserved it, but because they knew how to play the game of appearances. And here is the most important lesson. Merit will only take you so far. After that, what matters is how you sell that merit. A mediocre talent with excellent presentation will always defeat exceptional talent with poor presentation. Always. Without exception. Now then, does this mean you should live a lie? No. It means you should live your aspirational truth, not your circumstantial truth. Your current circumstance is temporary. Your aspiration is your direction. And the way you present yourself should reflect where you are going, not where you come from. Losers live anchored to the past, repeating their traumas, justifying their failures. Winners live projected into the future, embodying what they are not yet, but are determined to become. That projection is not dishonesty. It's vision. It's believing in yourself before the world does. Because no one will believe in you if you don't believe first. Here is the brutal reality no one wants to accept. The world is not designed to be fair. It is designed to reward those who understand its rules and use them to their advantage. And one of those rules is clear. Appearance matters more than substance in the early stages of any relationship. Only afterward, if you've captured attention with your appearance, will you have the chance to demonstrate substance. But if you fail the first filter, you will never reach the second. It's unfair, it's superficial, it's reality. And you can complain about it or you can adapt. Those who complain stay behind. Those who adapt move forward. Machiavelli didn't write for moralists. He wrote for pragmatists. For those who understand that surviving and thriving in a competitive world requires more than good intentions. It requires cunning, strategy, the willingness to do what is necessary even if it goes against what you were taught. And what is necessary in this context is simple. Never, ever, under any circumstance, allow the world to see you as weak. Because weakness invites abuse. Weakness invites disposal. Weakness turns you into a footnote in someone else's story. And you were not born to be a footnote. You were born to write your own story. But that story will only be written if you learn to control the narrative from the beginning. So, what do you do with this information? First, stop justifying your poverty. Stop telling your struggle as if it were a badge of honor. Struggle is private. Triumph is public. Second, invest in yourself even if you have little. A good haircut, clean, well-fitting clothes, an upright posture. These are within your reach. Third, change your language. Stop speaking from lack and start speaking from abundance. Don't say you can't. Say you're prioritizing. Don't say you don't have. Say you're building. Words shape perception, and perception shapes reality. Fourth, study those who are already where you want to be. Watch how they move, how they speak, how they present themselves. Don't copy blindly. Adapt what works to your context. Fifth, understand that this is not a sprint. It is a marathon. You won't transform your appearance overnight, but every small adjustment adds up. Every time you choose the option that makes you look more competent, you are investing in your future. Sixth, and this is crucial, stop seeking external validation. You don't need everyone to see you as successful. You only need the right people to see you that way. Focus on impressing those who can open doors for you, not those who only want to see you fail. The final point, and perhaps the most important, is that you understand this does not make you fake. It makes you strategic. Authenticity is not showing everything you are all the time. Authenticity is staying true to your values while navigating a world that does not always play fair. And the world does not play fair. It never has. Those who believe it does are the ones who end up crushed, wondering why their honesty wasn't enough. Honesty is important, but without strategy, it is useless. Kindness is admirable, but without power, it is ignored. Intelligence is valuable, but without presentation, it is wasted. Machiavelli is not telling you to be evil. He is telling you to be smart, to understand that the world responds to signals, not intentions, to learn to send the right signals if you want to achieve the results you desire. Because at the end of the day, you can be right and still lose. You can be the most capable and still be ignored. You can work harder than anyone and still be poor. Unless you understand that the game is not just about being good at what you do, it's about making others see that you are good at what you do. And for that, you need to look successful even when you are still building that success. So stop waiting for the world to be fair. It won't be. Stop waiting for them to recognize your invisible effort. They won't. Start today, right now, to build the image that will open the doors you need. It's not vanity, it's survival. It's not a lie, it's strategy. And if you still believe this is wrong, then enjoy being ignored. Because while you cling to your outdated principles, someone less talented but better dressed is taking the place you thought was yours. That is reality. Accept it or keep losing. The choice has always been yours. Now then, here is the part that will truly shake you. Poverty is not just an economic condition. It is a mindset. And that mindset leaks into every aspect of your life without you realizing it. You can see it in how you ask for things, how you negotiate, how you react to opportunities. The poor person asks timidly, negotiates from fear, and when opportunity comes, hesitates. The one who looks rich does the opposite. They demand firmly, negotiate from the value they bring, and when opportunity arrives, they take it without hesitation. The difference? It's not in the bank account, it's in the psychology. And that psychology is built first by acting as if you already had what you seek. Think about the last time you walked into a place and felt you didn't belong. That sensation of being an imposter, of being out of place. What caused that? Your own perception of yourself. Because no one else knew you didn't belong there. You were the only one who believed it. And that belief manifested in your body language, your insecure voice, your way of occupying space as if asking for permission. That is what gives away the poor person. Not their clothes, not their watch, but their energy. The energy of someone who doesn't believe they deserve to be where they are, and others detect it instantly. It's like a predator smelling fear. They don't need to analyze you, they simply know. And once they know, they discard you. That's why watching the wealthy move through the world is so revealing. They never question their right to be anywhere. They walk into any room as if it belongs to them. They speak to anyone as if they were equals. They ask for things without apologizing. Why? Because they grew up believing they deserve everything. And that belief, even if unfounded, works. The world responds to them as if they truly deserve everything. That is what you must steal from them. Not their money, their mindset. That irrational certainty that you have the right to occupy any space, to speak to anyone, to pursue any goal, without apologies, without hesitation, without needing to justify your existence. Now let me be brutally honest with you. If you are waiting to have real money before you start moving differently, you've already lost. Because by the time you have the money, you will have reinforced the poverty mindset so deeply that you won't even know how to use it. Poor people who suddenly become rich almost always return to poverty. Why? Because they never changed their mentality. They gained money but kept thinking like poor people. They kept moving with fear, kept making decisions from scarcity, kept believing they didn't deserve what they had. And money, like everything in life, flows where it is welcome and flees where it is repelled. If your mindset repels abundance, it doesn't matter how much you earn, you will lose it. Here is the master trick that separates those who break the cycle from those who remain trapped forever. You must begin acting rich before you are rich. Not after, before. Because wealth is not the end point, it is the starting point. First, you change how you move, then how you feel changes, and finally your reality changes. But everything begins with the decision to stop looking like what you are and start looking like what you will become. It's uncomfortable, challenging, absolutely necessary. Because the world doesn't reward potential, it rewards presence. And your presence must scream success even when your pockets whisper failure. Machiavelli understood something moralists will never accept. Virtue without visibility is useless. You can be the most capable person on the planet, but if no one knows it, it means nothing. You can have the best ideas, but if you don't know how to present them with authority, they will die in your mind. You can work harder than anyone, but if you look desperate, they will pay you the minimum. Value is not objective, it is perceived. And if you don't control that perception, others will control it for you. And when others control how you are perceived, you lose. Always. Without exception. That's why you must learn to be the director of your own narrative, to decide what story you tell about yourself before others write that story for you. And here comes something that sounds contradictory, but is essential. This is not about deceiving anyone. It's about giving the world the chance to see your true potential. Because when you look poor, people assume you are limited, their minds close to what you can really offer. But when you look successful, their minds open. They listen to you attentively. They give you the benefit of the doubt. They offer opportunities they would never offer to someone who appears to be struggling. It's not fair, but they're not giving you charity. They are giving you the opportunity to demonstrate your worth. And that opportunity only comes if you first pass the filter of appearance. So what does this look like in practice? It means that when you go to an important meeting, you arrive 10 minutes early, not 10 minutes late. It means that when you speak, you do so clearly and without filling silences with nervous filler words. It means that when someone asks how much you charge, you don't hesitate, you don't apologize, you simply state your price with the confidence of someone who knows their worth. It means that when you enter a restaurant, you don't look for the most hidden table. You sit where you can be seen. It means that when you introduce yourself, you don't start with an apology for what you lack. You start with what you are building. Each of these details seems small, but together they create a completely different image. An image of someone who knows where they are going. The psychology behind this is fascinating. Humans are pattern-recognizing machines. We see patterns of success, and our brain automatically assigns value. We see patterns of failure and automatically discard. It's not personal, it's cognitive efficiency. The brain cannot process all available information, so it uses shortcuts. And one of those shortcuts is appearance. If you look successful, the brain assumes you're competent. If you look poor, it assumes the opposite. You can fight this, you can complain about how unfair it is, or you can use it to your advantage. Smart people choose the third option. They understand the game and play it better than those who invented it. Now, here is the final twist you need to understand. This is not permanent. You don't have to pretend forever. You only need to pretend long enough for reality to catch up with your performance. Because what happens when you act successful is that you start attracting successful opportunities. Those opportunities lead to real results. Those results reinforce your confidence. And eventually, you stop acting and simply become. That is the virtuous circle. But it only starts if you take the first step. If you wait to feel successful before acting like it, you will wait forever. Feeling follows action, not the other way around. Machiavelli is giving you permission to do what your outdated morality has forbidden you. Permission to project power, even when you don't feel it. Permission to appear invincible even when you're broken inside. Permission to walk with your head held high even when the world has beaten you. Because that permission is not weakness, it is survival. And now that we've made it this far, before we continue, I want to present the following to you. Our book, The Formula of Awakening, is now available. Do you feel like there's something inside you that wants to awaken, but you don't know where to start? Then I invite you to transform your way of thinking, and with it, your way of living. Discover who you can become. Start today. The link to get the ebook is in the first pinned comment of this video. Grab your copy now at a great price. With that said, let's continue with the video. And in a world that does not forgive visible weakness, survival requires masks. The question is not whether you will wear a mask. The question is whether you will wear the right one. Because everyone wears masks. Some choose the mask of victimhood, others the mask of victory. You decide which one. Now then, if you've made it this far, you're no longer the same person who started this video. Something changed. It may be small, it may not feel tangible yet, but the seed has been planted, and that seed needs fertile soil to grow. That's why I'm going to ask you for something. Not as a plea, but as an invitation to be part of something greater. Subscribe to this channel. Activate the notification bell. Not because I need it, but because you need these reminders. You need someone to pull you out of the illusion every time you start falling back into it. And believe me, you will fall back. We all do. But those who have these tools at hand are the ones who rise faster. Now, I want to know who really understood the message. I want to know who is willing to take the first step. So go to the comments and write exactly this. I will no longer look poor. That is your declaration, your public commitment. And when you do, I will personally greet you. Because those who have the courage to declare their transformation deserve recognition. And one last thing. I know someone in your life needs to hear this just as much as you do. Someone who keeps moving from scarcity, showing their wounds, hoping the world will have mercy. Share this video with that person. Not as criticism, but as a gift. Because the right information at the right time can change an entire life. And if this video changed something in you, imagine what it can do for someone who hasn't heard it yet. See you in the next one. And remember, the world sees only what you decide to show it.